Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing really well. Today's video is focusing on jeans and more specifically Levi jeans. So I've done a couple of jeans focused videos here on my channel in the past, but for today I thought I would actually focus on Levi jeans because, believe it or not, I've actually only very recently started growing my Levi jeans collection, and actually I struggled a little bit with sizing and finding the perfect fit for me as well. So I decided to put together a video basically sharing with you the styles I have, the sizes I have, and just any sort of information that hopefully will help you make a decision with your next Levi jeans purchase. I have 3 pairs in my collection, so I don't have a huge Levi jeans collection. I don't have tons and tons of these. I only have 3 pairs, so very much a specific video. I have the Mile High super skinny jeans. I've also recently got the 501 original crop, and then the Ribcage straight leg ankle are my most recent addition. So that's 3 pairs of Levi jeans that I have to share with you in today's video. I'll go through sizing. I will also try them on for you so that you can see exactly how they fit on me, and hopefully if you're looking at any of these jeans, or if you just want to see the difference between some of their most popular styles of jeans, hopefully this video will have all of those things covered. For your reference, my usual sizing, I am 5'9", so I'm quite tall, so that is something to bear in mind when it comes to seeing the length of these jeans and the length that I usually go for. I'm 5'9", so I am quite tall. And then in terms of sizing, I am typically between a UK size 6 and a UK size 8. Usually my denim size, so my size that I go for in most denim items and most jeans in my collection, is a waist 25, usually length 30. So I would say that the majority of the jeans I own are a waist 25, but sometimes I do size down to a waist 24 depending on the fit and the cut of the denim. So I will go through the jeans that I have and also the sizing that I have in the particular pairs of jeans as well, so do not worry about that. In terms of my body shape as well, this might actually be handy too. I have a smaller waist and larger hips, so again, just for comparison, depending on your body shape, maybe if you've got a similar body shape to mine, then you can sort of work out which sizing would work for you as well, or if we're the same size, you'll know which size will suit you as well. But that's typically my body shape. My waist is smaller than my hips are, so usually I will go for something that is a bit more fitted at the waist, where that's a little bit smaller, and then something a bit more roomy around my hips and my thighs to accommodate. So that's just my usual shape. I usually say it's like a pear shape. I feel like that's one of the easiest ways for you to visualize it, so if that's helpful for you, hopefully that will help you out in terms of comparing my body shape and comparing my sizing. I'll start off by talking about the pair that have been in my wardrobe the longest, and that is the Levi Mile High super skinny jeans. So before I show you them on so you can see exactly how they fit on me, I thought I would just talk you through some of the basics. As you can see, these are a true blue. That's what I really love about these, is the true blue denim of these. They are a skinny jean, so naturally the leg is a very slimlined skinny jean style of leg. The thing with this particular pair of jeans that I actually love is the fact that they're quite elasticated. I don't know how well you can see, but I am really stretching these, and they have a lot of stretch and a lot of give there. So sizing wise, I have these in a waist 25 and length 30, and you'll see when I try this on exactly how it fits on me. But I went for my usual size in these, and I think that's perfect. Any smaller, they definitely wouldn't fit, and any bigger, I just don't think the fit would be as good. Like, as I would say, these do have a skin tight look and feel to them, but I think that's the whole point of these. They are super skinny jeans after all. So here they are on me. As you can see, these are a pretty perfect fit. They are very much tight everywhere essentially. They are a super skinny, so do bear that in mind. They are sort of meant to be very much skin tight, but despite being skin tight, I feel like that sounds like the most uncomfortable type of jeans, but honestly they are so comfy. Where they're a more elasticated style of denim, I find them so easy to walk around in, so easy to like bend my legs, so easy to walk. I have other pairs of skinny jeans in my wardrobe that are actually so so hard to walk in. They're really rigid and they're really thick denim, so they're actually quite uncomfortable when they're a super skinny style of jeans like these are. However, with these being more elasticated and having more of an elasticated fit, they actually fit so perfectly. I really do love these, and I definitely think that they hold their own in my wardrobe. They have their space in my wardrobe, they have their space in my style. You can see in terms of the fit, these are high-waisted, but they're not mega high-waisted. They're not like over the belly button, not like up to your ribs. They are very much a classic high waist. And then in terms of length on these, I think the length is perfect. I don't think I could go any shorter, and I wouldn't want to go any longer either. If I went any longer on these, I think there would be a lot of bunching at the ankles. There would just be too much excess fabric there. And if I went any shorter, I think that they would just look a little bit too cropped. And personally for me, when it comes to a skinny jean, I want them to go all the way down to my ankle. I don't really love a cropped skinny jean on me personally. It's just not my kind of thing. So I love the length of these. They look great tucked into boots, whether they be ankle boots or a knee-high boot, for example. They just look so good. I almost think that these replace like the leggings in your wardrobe, where leggings can look really casual and really like basic. I think that a pair of super skinny jeans like these, which sort of fit and feel almost like they are leggings, they definitely have more of a rigid denim feel, but they're so elasticated and so malleable and movable that they're really comfortable and so breathable. They have classic brown stitching along the pockets and along all of the seams as well, and they also have the Levi patch sewed on at the waistband, and also the classic red tag stitched into one of the pockets on the bottom. So all of those classic Levi design features there, but in a somewhat newer style of jeans, which I really love to see from Levi. And I just think these are so comfy. I've had them in my wardrobe for years and years now, probably over 3 years, maybe 4 or 5 years, I want to say. They have been in my wardrobe for a really long while. I remember so clearly when I bought these. I bought these in a Black Friday sale. I really wanted them, and they had money off for Black Friday, so I purchased them. They were the most expensive jeans I've bought in a very long time. They've really stood the test of time. I mean, they still look great, and they have been washed many times. They have been worn many times as well, and they still look so good. Next up, I have the Levi 501 crop jeans. Now I have to say, these have got to be the most popular Levi jeans right now. They've actually always been popular. I feel like they come in and out of fashion all the time, but more recently they have been so popular. They are actually somewhat difficult to find, so you either have to find them through vintage shopping, just going through old pairs of vintage Levi jeans, or another good way to get these is on Amazon. And now Amazon fashion has all of the sizes of these. That's where I bought mine from, and they just have all of the sizes and all of the different options there. So if you are a little bit unsure on sizing and so on, then Amazon is a really great way for you to be able to try different sizes and see what fits for you. I have these in a waist 24, length 30. So I sized down by 1 for these, and the thing is, I actually really struggled when it came to finding the perfect size for me of the 501 Levi jeans. I really wanted these, but I just couldn't get the sizing right. And honestly, I still don't know if I have the sizing down, because I definitely find that with varying types of denim, it always depends on the different wash, on the colors, on the fits, and on the style. Where they're more of a vintage fit and a vintage style, essentially, it's a little bit harder to make it work for you. But eventually I settled on Amazon, and I got these in a waist 25, length 30, and they fit quite well. So as I'm sure you can tell, these are a light wash blue, which is definitely what I wanted in the 501s. I find that the light wash vintage look and feel is the most best suited for the Levi 501 jeans. I just think it suits them so beautifully and so perfectly. When it comes to the stitching of these jeans, it's actually the classic brown, but then on the pockets of the jeans, they're actually a lighter yellow in the design feature, which isn't something you're going to realize or notice when you're wearing them. It's honestly something I've only noticed just now when I've been like staring at the stitching. It really isn't something that I had previously noted, but it's just something to bear in mind, I suppose. In terms of the like logos and branding of the jeans, they have the Levi patch stitched on the waist waistband, and then they also have the little red label as well stitched into the pocket on the bottom. As I mentioned about these jeans, I ended up picking them up in a waist 24, which is a size down to my usual. I bought both a waist 25 and waist 24, but having tried on both of them, I found that the 25 was just a little bit too roomy. It definitely had more of a comfortable fit, but it was just too roomy. There was just too much space there. There was a really big gap around my waist, and I know that people are loving like styling that at the moment, but that's just not my kind of thing. I didn't think they'd be very easy for me to style, and if I wanted to wear a belt with them, I think there would be too much excess fabric for it to look nice. So instead I opted to size down, and with that said, I do think having sized down, it's definitely tight. Like, don't get me wrong, these are quite tight fitting on me, but I haven't worn them a lot. I haven't washed them yet, so they're still very much new in my collection. And I do think that with more wear, and then maybe later down the line when I start washing them a bit more frequently, I do think that they will start to give a bit. The thing is, with the 501, where they are more of a vintage style, you will find that the denim is very rigid, and I think that's the thing that sort of threw me off when I first purchased these, is that they don't feel comfortable. Essentially, they do feel very rigid. They do feel almost like quite hard denim, and like you really do need to do like a few lunges or something before you get these to feel quite comfy, I suppose. You just need to wear into them. You really need to wear them in, sort of like you would wear a new pair of shoes, for example. You kind of have to do that with these jeans as well to make them fit a bit more comfortably, at least in my opinion. I have these in a length 30. Obviously these aren't looking very cropped right now, so in order to have more of a cropped look to these, I would definitely need to go down in length. The fastening for these jeans is actually buttons, and you'll find that in most of their classic cuts will always come with a button-up fastening rather than a zip. So I don't know if I mentioned, but in the Mile High they do have a zip, but these ones are button downs, which can be a little bit more fiddly, particularly with denim like this, because it is so rigid, sort of getting in there to try and do up all the buttons. I know that everybody is loving 501 jeans right now, loving wearing and styling them, and I really just wanted to be in on it, and I wanted to find the perfect pair for me. As I said, I struggled a little bit with sizing, but got there in the end after trying a fair few sizes. Which leads me to the most recent addition to my Levi jeans collection. These are the Levi Ribcage straight jeans. So new that they still have the tag on here. I will take this off when I try them on, but I've literally not worn these ever yet. They arrived at the weekend, and so this will be my first time trying them out, but honestly I can't believe I got the sizing right on my first go. I have these in a waist 25 and length 29. Sometimes Levi has like random leg lengths, rather than being like a length 30, it's like a length 29, but I mean, I don't know why, but these ones in particular are a length 29. These are called the Ribcage straights because they are very high-waisted, like mega high-waisted. Potentially the most high-waisted jeans that I have in my collection, but I actually really love them about them. And then they go off into a straight leg jean, which I think is quite cool of these. And as you can see, I got these in a very true blue. I mean, I said already that these are very high-waisted, but now you can actually see just how high-waisted they are. So they really live up to their name. The Ribcage jeans, these essentially almost reach up to your ribs. And at first I didn't know whether these would be comfortable or not, but actually they are pretty comfortable. At least on me trying them on now, they do feel pretty great. And I even think that I would be able to wear knitwear and like tuck in some jumpers into this quite comfortably, which is always a good sign. Similar to the previous pair I showed you, these are also a button-up fastening. So all the way up, they are done up with buttons. These are very much a true blue, a very classic blue, I would say. The stitching is brown stitching all over, and then of course we have the same Levi jeans features here. We've got the little patch sewn on at the waistband, and then also the red Levi logo sticking out of the pocket of the jeans. They look so cool. You can tell with these that rather than being a classic like skinny straight, they are kind of a straight that balloons a little bit at the bottom. Balloon is definitely not the right word because that makes them sound like they go out into flares. That's absolutely not what I mean, but I'm sure you can tell by me wearing them. You can see that they are straight but with like a bit of movement there. So rather than being more of a tapered leg, they are like straight up and down. So there is a bit more room there when you start to get to the bottom of these jeans, like towards my ankles. You can definitely see that there's quite a lot of room there. I absolutely love the colour of them. The fit of them is fantastic. I would not size down in these. I just don't think I would have any movement at all if I went down a size, and sizing up as well would do me no use either. I think the fit is really great. Potentially if you have a different body shape to me, so if your waist isn't necessarily smaller than the rest of your body, then you may need to play around a little bit more with sizing. But for me, where my waist is smaller and my hips are larger, I think the fact that these are a straight leg means that there is just a bit more room there around the hips and the thighs and going down the leg. Basically, they're still quite roomy. They don't get particularly tight or particularly small. These are also more of a rigid denim, but somehow not as rigid as the 501s. The 501s feel really like almost hard to move in when you first try them on, whereas the Levi Ribcage still have that rigid denim feel to them, but more movable. So whilst these still have the same classic feel of denim, where they do feel a bit more rigid and a bit more of a thicker material, they're definitely not as rigid as the 501s. They definitely have a bit more movement there. So that's something to consider as well. I think if you're looking for something ultra high-waisted with still a bit of give and a bit of movement there, then the Ribcage jeans are the jeans for you. They're a newer style of jean from Levi. I think they were only released around a year or two ago, which makes them a relatively newer launch from Levi jeans, but I do really love them, and I think they're a fit that will suit so many different people and so many different body shapes as well. And there you have it. That's my mini Levi jeans review. Let me know if you have any of these styles as well and what you think of them. Also, if there are any other Levi jeans that you personally love, then please let me know in the comments down below as well. As I mentioned at the beginning of the video, Levi jeans are still relatively new to me, and I've only really started to expand my collection and the styles in my collection this year. So any tips and tricks are definitely welcomed in the comments down below. If you did enjoy today's video, then please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget as well to subscribe to my channel if you are not a subscriber. It's completely free to do so, and it just means you'll stay up to date with my uploads. I upload twice weekly at the moment, lots of fashion and style content. So if that's your kind of thing, then please do hit that subscribe button. A very big thank you for watching today's video, and I will see you all soon. Bye.